It's that time of year again when we not only show more love and share with others, but we also show more compassion to one and all. During this holiday season, let us treat each other with kindness and put a smile on someone's face. Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. You may be at home doing those final pre-Christmas house chores, but let us keep your company with some exciting features. Stay tuned as we take you through another festive half hour geared to keep you entertained.
As the holiday season approaches, road fatalities continue to be at an unacceptable level. As a people, we must do all we can to prevent further pain and grief of loved ones from road crashes causing injuries and fatalities. Please do not drink and drive. Buckle up front and back. Motorcyclists and pillions, wear a helmet every time. Slow down and be extra careful on the roads, especially when they are wet and slippery. We are on track to enter the new year with reduced road fatalities, but we can do even better. And as Minister with responsibility for transport, I will continue to do my part to stem the loss of lives from road crashes. Let's make this holiday season not only a happy one, but a safe one on our roads. Please, we do not want you or your loved ones to become just a statistic. I wish you a peaceful and safe holiday season from my family to yours.
Thank you so much for staying with us. We all desire to own a piece of land, no matter how many acres, whether it is to build a house, set up a business, or do farming. But how much do you know about land ownership? Stick and stay with us as we enlighten you about the purpose of land management.
My name is Janet Hyde, Senior Director, Land Policy and Administration Branch of the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. So the Land Policy and Administration Branch, as you would no doubt expect, is concerned about dealing with land administration, land management. We are the branch of the ministry that deals with land divestment, land acquisition, land titling and registration, and we also provide support on land matters to agencies, entities such as the Urban Development Corporation, and monitor the National Land Agency. Our primary role is to ensure that there is legislation which is prepared and amended as necessary, that there is also the necessary technical support provided to enable government's land administration matters to be dealt with in terms of policy, preparation, or revision, as the case may be. And also, we are the branch that seeks to ensure that in terms of land titling, that persons are able to receive their land titles from the National Land Agency in a timely manner. We impact national development by ensuring that there is a framework that facilitates timely title delivery, that facilitates tenure security in terms of providing registered titles. And a major part of our function is to seek to have persons being registered owners of property so that they can utilize these properties to earn a livelihood for themselves and their families. Additionally, you would be aware of the major highway projects that are being implemented in Jamaica. We have been heavily involved in terms of the land acquisition activities of the Commissioner of Lands to allow the government to be able to acquire the lands needed to widen the road. And this ultimately will benefit the citizens who will be using the roadway. Additionally, there is our land divestment aspect. and activities. And for this, we provide secretariat support for the Land Divestment Advisory Committee, which enables the government to divest lands to persons who need lands for different activities. So we facilitate land divestment for hotel development, for housing, for commercial, agricultural, and also you may have been aware that there is a government program presently, HOPE, which seeks to provide housing for persons who are destitute. At times, we have been involved in providing lands for some of those persons who are unable to acquire land or who have no lands. And through the Land Divestment Advisory Committee, we would facilitate their acquisition of land for shelter or housing. We facilitate the creation of this framework that would allow titles to be produced in a timely manner. Additionally, based on the work that we do, these roadways that are being developed require the acquisition of land on the part of the government to be able to widen these roadways. We also not just provide for those land acquisition activities for roadways, but as I had indicated, there is a component related to other economic activities. There are public buildings that government will need to replace, such as police stations, schools, health centers, and through our activities in the land divestment secretariat support that we provide, lands are made available for the building of these facilities which are needed in any community. So over the past 3 years, we have been involved in the revision of the policy framework and procedures manual for divestment of government-owned lands. We have also facilitated the NLA's National Land Agency in the establishment of adjudication committees, which facilitate persons who are on the land but have no proper documentation to prove that they should be the persons to get titles for the land. The government of Jamaica, through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, is seeking to provide lands for the landless and to ensure that persons are able to have a fair and equitable chance of obtaining land.
As we come to the end of 2023, let me wish the men and women of the security services and their families a satisfying and happy festive season. I wish to extend my personal gratitude and thanks for the hard work and commitment they have shown in serving the people of Jamaica.
We look forward to the Christmas season by spending time with family, reflecting on the year that is ending, giving thanks and dining on those delectable holiday dishes. What better way to enjoy those dishes than with a glass of wine? There isn't time to let it ferment well before Monday, but it can be a nice family bonding experience as you prepare for Christmas. What am I talking about? Wine. I'm still talking about wine. Well, actually, making wine. Your own at home. Let's watch together and learn.
For thousands of years, man has been enjoying the delights of wine, the tasty alcoholic fluid which is the byproduct of fermented sugar and forms a key component on menus during festive periods. Whether it's dry, sweet, or the sparkling variety, you can learn to make your own as an amateur fermenting for home use or a professional running a lucrative business. The Rural Agricultural Development Authority RADA is fueling local interest by providing training in basic winemaking for persons in farming communities where there's an abundance of suitable raw materials. Today we're in class, learning the rudiments for the amateur winemaker.
This is one way we can utilize our fruits and our vegetables. You can use things like breadfruit too, but the thing is, it's nice to use the breadfruit when it's lush and ripe. You know, when you're ready to throw it, you say plaka plaka, that is when you use it because you get a real nice flavor from it. You use your soursop, you use everything that is there and get value from it. We talk about adding value and making the country go in terms of economics. That's the means. We have a lot of herbs, like our guinea hen or aloe vera and so forth. So the home doing winemaking is one means of utilizing all of those. And now that it's Christmas, if you had set your wine, say from June, July, you wouldn't have to buy some gifts because you could prepare your gifts. Wine is basically a juice that you're allowed to ferment. And how you work the juice is what gives you a good wine or gives you vinegar. No, there are three types of wine. This is yeast, and it is the main source of your winemaking. The sugar is what feeds the yeast, producing the alcohol and the CO2. When you're ready to do your thing, what you can do is put a little water in a container, dissolve, and then you can put this in it. And if it stays there and bubbles and starts like it's spreading, the yeast is good and well. If it falls to the bottom and nothing now go on, your yeast dead. So therefore you can't use it to make the wine. If you have a winemaking kit available, this would be the ideal thing to make your wine in, because you have an airlock here that can tell you when fermentation is happening and when it stops. This is filled with water. And when the wine is being made and the CO2 is being given off, the water in here bubbles. So automatically when no bubbles is coming up in here, you know that fermentation done. So you can pour off your thing. If you're just going the real homemade style, when you don't have the facility, all you have is a keg. So you're going to work from the books. The book says 3 weeks. Say you're making pineapple wine. Nice to use. The best sugar to use in that case would be the granulated sugar. Remember, the granulated sugar is clear, so you would see the yellow, it would show up. If you're doing a batch of roots, you're going to be sweetening with molasses and the dark sugar. Because when you drink your roots, you want that earthy taste. The fact of the matter is, when you break it up, you expose more surface area. So therefore, you're going to get more flavor being extracted. So that is why you pulverize it. After you finish everything, because the heat is a factor, you store your wine in a dark area. Dark, cool area. Today we'll be doing a sorrel wine. It's Christmas time, so we have to nice up the place. The hot water is on the sorrel already, and we draw it, we start the sweetening process so we can speed up things. Now this bag here, this is a nice little drawstring bag. It's like a strainer. I throw the sorrel here and I lower it. Now I leave the trash in the bag and keep it there so fermentation happens with it in the bag. The reason simple for that is the flavor at the end of the day is going to be stronger. When you use this and you have it in here, you don't go to 21 days. You go like day 19, you take out this and you get rid of it, and then you close it back, and on the 21 day, you get ready to throw off. After it has fermented and you throw it off, you can add some reagents to it so that it clears up easily. The recipe calls for 4 pounds of sugar. I've already added 2, so I'm going to add the other 2. So we're going to stir consistently to ensure that the sugar dissolves. Now, it is important to remember that the sugar content affects the alcohol content of the wine. You may add too much and just get a very sickeningly sweet wine because fermentation isn't complete. Now we are going to measure our yeast to add. You need 1 tablespoon of yeast. This mixture is sorrel, ginger. So all of those little things you see there, that's ginger. And of course, a little cinnamon and the sugar. It's important to remember, you see here, when you add your liquid, at no point it should be up here. You should leave space to facilitate circulation of the carbon dioxide. When you are setting your wine, label your things properly. Label the date that it was set, and you count off your 3 weeks and label the day you're going to throw off. Then now, you are going to close off your container. Put a little tape around here and you do your thing, and 3 weeks later you throw off your wine. So we are going to decant, and please realize I'm not saying strain, I'm saying decanting, because strain you would get the impression that you're going to throw it to a sieve. We're not doing that, and you do it slowly. Now you see we're coming towards the end where you see the residue coming out, the yeast there. So you don't want that to get out, so you're going to put that down. And this, you're going to throw this away. And then now you cover this and you put it down, and you can, I usually tell my ladies, you can throw off every week. When it's nice and clear, then you can bottle.
Christmas breeze a blow. Can you feel the breeze blowing from the east? Can you taste the food that puts you in a good mood? Can you tell I'm feeling very well? All this is because of what the holiday season means, to me anyway. How about you? What does Christmas mean to you?
So Christmas to me means family and food. And my favorite Christmas carol, probably Feliz Navidad.
Christmas for me, it's a togetherness, time for family, friends. Yeah, it's all about togetherness. Well, it's a different type of Christmas from first time. Back then we used to play together as kids, unity and stuff. But now, it's kind of different because, you know, as time goes by and things changes.
I remember Christmas when I was young. You know, when I hear a Christmas carol, it means so much to me. You know, but now I don't think Christmas it that gravitating like when I was young. You know, I see Christmas more nice when I was younger. You know, but hearing a Christmas carol, it brings that type of feeling, that type of Christmas vibe. You know, I think, you know, it's a good feeling.
Christmas means a lot to me because Christmas is a time that most people demonstrate love, sharing, and most of all, that was the birth of Jesus Christ.
It's a time where people come together and family members come together and we share, we give back to people and all that.
Christmas means to me that God was born and we worship Him in spirit and truth. And we love Christmas. I love Christmas. In every form I love Christmas. And my Christmas will come Oh, come all ye faithful. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant to come ye, oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. So come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
It's always beautiful in Jamaica. Everything usually be green and pretty. We have beautiful water. Temperature that is normal temperature. The water never cold. We've been into business for about 13 years. JUSC-COOL. Just cool. It's spelled with 3 0. We make 3 different types of pudding. We make potato, we make cornmeal, and we make toto. This is the cornmeal, okay? That's actually almost the last process. What he's gonna do now, he's gonna put a gel on top. Within no time, he has to take it off because the gel give it a nice face. We have people like Shelley and Fraser came here. We have, you could name the biggest artists, Shabba Ranks, name them all. Being the Man, they all come here and buy their pudding. This is what we grew up on. Now, when the people come to Jamaica, everybody, as soon as they land off the plane, this is where they come. They want to taste this pudding because it brings them back to the old days. The long time days when they was kids growing up and they used to sit on the fire and watch their mama, their grandmother bake the pudding. We try not to change off our roots, we try to keep it that way. And not only that, we have a lot of love because we're all about love.
The Christmas season is like no other, and those carols are something we love to hear. It's a time that brings happiness and good cheer. We also remember how special the holiday is because of the meaning behind it. We have a treat just for you. Trishana is here to show us just how special the season is with her rendition of this next Christmas carol.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. divine. Oh, night divine, yeah. Oh, night divine. Whoa, whoa. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine, night divine. Oh, yeah. Oh, night divine.
As we enjoy the holiday, remember the reason for the season. Give someone a hug and show them some love. This is where we leave you on today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Be sure to join us again tomorrow on this station for more features that are just as good. Until then, visit our website jis.gov.jm for this and more offerings. On behalf of the entire production team here at the JIS, I'm Adrian Atkinson, wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas when it comes.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.